Welcome everybody! KEVINSMAK back here with a different type of video. People were asking about YouTube. How do you do YouTube? How do you become more popular in YouTube? You know, try to get more subscribers. A lot of people are interested in subscribers, so I'm going to go through and start a series here to go through and give you a lot of tips. Tips that probably shouldn't give all these tips out, but I'm going to over the course of the series. It is going to go through and be brought up through a few different videos, so you're not going to go through and get all the tips today. Today's video is basically starting at the very beginning. I'll let you know what to expect to go through and be a gaming channel and the work that needs to be put in. So I'll go through and give you some ideas. It's not to discourage you, but YouTube is not as easy as people think. So I'm going to go through and let you know everything about that. And then we're going to go through and give you some information, some tips here. And as we go through, these videos will help you start a gaming channel, specifically gaming, how to do it, and then to go through and progress to get more subscribers, make your videos better, and everything. These are all from my perspective. I am a new channel. I'm about 4 months at this point, in about a week. So I have over 7,000 subscribers, so I think we're doing pretty good so far. A lot of people wanted to go through and know how I'm doing this successfully, so I want to go through and give you guys an idea so you can go through and apply it to your channel and make it great. So I'm not going to go through and tell you I know everything, because I definitely don't. I learn something new all the time, and what works for me might not work for you, or what works for you might not work for me. So I can't tell you that it's the end all, you know, everything, you know. You do what works. Hopefully this goes through and helps you out. So to start off, first I want to go through and let you know gaming channels are everywhere on YouTube. They're very difficult to go through and succeed. They are by far the most saturated channel because there's just so many people that want to play games, you know, for a living and stuff like that. So there's a lot of competition. You want to go through and make sure you are doing something different. A lot of times there's two different main areas you can be for, technically three different areas you can be for a gamer. The number one would be you need to be an expert. You have to go through and be a pro, top of the ladder kind of things, know everything. That's not me. I go through, I'm not a professional. I just have fun in the game and try to go through and relay that to others, try to have fun together and enjoy it. That's me. So the other one would be an entertainer. You know, try to entertain, have a good time, have fun. That's more my caliber. With that, you have to be a little, you know, energetic, talkative. I talk a lot, probably too much sometimes, but you guys have been awesome so far, so I guess I'm not talking too much yet. To go through, there's another way, and that's like the how-to player, teaching you how to do things and everything like that. Those are probably the three main areas you can succeed in YouTube, so for gaming, that I have found. So one of those three, you want to try to see which works best for you and try to cling to that area and do your best in that area. To go through and do gaming, it's expected to have more videos more often. Some channels, regular channels, will have, you know, you'll go through and you'll go through and do a video a week, maybe 2 videos a week. Not gaming channels. Gaming channels are needed to upload a lot more often. You're looking at, I would say, at least 1 video a day with maybe 2, possibly even 3, but I would stick to 1 to 2. That's what I try to do. If you're going to do 3, try to make the third one not so long, maybe like a channel update or something like that. So that's kind of an idea there. Let's go through and talk about some of the other stuff that's going to be tough. And I'm not trying to discourage anyone. I'm just trying to get this information out there. So next thing is making the money. How do I get the money? Kevin, you're rich. You're so well known. No, I'm not well known. I'm doing good, and I'm very happy with my success so far. But I am by far not rich. I've still yet to collect a single check from YouTube, just because you need to get a lot of views until you get a certain amount of money. Usually I would say it's around 1,200 views would equal $1, depending on your audience. It could be less, it could be more. It used to be 1,000, but now I'm noticing it's more around 1,200, maybe even more. So you're looking about 1,200 people watching your videos to get $1. So it takes a while to go through and start having the money come in. So if you're trying to do this to get rich, it's probably better to just get a job. It'll probably make more money and pay more steadily than this will. You have to go in thinking, you know, it is what it is, what happens, what happens. You have to want to go through and have another reason to do the videos. I do it because I enjoy it. I like the community. I have a great community. Everyone's awesome. Everyone's friendly. That's why I do it. You know, the money is something you can't really think of. If you want to do it for the money, it's not for you. I do love my community, and I have a great one, but you have to have thick skin. This is something that took me a little while, and I'm still learning to do, but you have to deal with the haters. There's going to be haters just because there's weird people out there, I hate to say it, and with that, they go through and don't always have the same views as other people. They might be someone that's being bullied, and they need to go through and bully someone else to feel better. They could just be the bully themselves. You know, they could go just be bored and trying to get a rise out of you. You know, it could be anything like that. So you got to go through and have tough skin to deal with that, because it's going to happen. Usually within your first 5,000 subscribers, you're going to have a pretty big, you know, hater squad, as they call it, going through and disliking your videos and things like that. Something I learned about disliking videos, it actually does help you, believe it or not. So I'm not that upset anymore with people disliking the videos, because it counts better than them doing nothing. Disliking shows audience engagement. So because of that, your video will search higher when people go through and search it. So just a little tip there for you to let you know. So the haters are going to happen, you know, just you have to know, you have to deal with it. Speaking of that, also staying anonymous on the internet nowadays is not possible. It's just not possible. You can be found out anyway. There are so many ways. So you have to be willing to put your information out there. This is a big one for me, because at first I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. But if you want to go through and do a channel, you really have, you know, no other way of doing it. You could try to be as secure as you can, keep your passwords tight, keep them all different, change them often, have virus software. You know, there's a lot of stuff that goes on. You got to be careful of everything. So those are just some tips. I'm not trying to discourage you guys. I'm just trying to give you some information on what to expect. There's a lot going on. You want to go through, and you're going to need a lot of time. The time it takes to go through and record videos does change, and I'm still learning and changing things up. So I'm not going to give you the exacts, but I'll kind of give you an idea. It takes me about, I would say, 2 to 20 minutes to make a thumbnail. Sometimes it just works, sometimes it doesn't. Takes me about 5 to 10 minutes to go through and make a title and a description on a video. And then about another 10 minutes to do search words on the video. With that said, I don't go crazy with the search words. I have software that tells me if it's ranked and everything, which we'll go over in later things. But I just don't have the time to go through and put all that time into it, because there's so much other stuff you have to do. So you're going to go through and make a 15-minute video, great. You have to get your intro set up, you have to get your outro set up, got to get your music, got to make sure everything is copyright friendly. You can easily get sued for something that's not copyrighted or get a strike on your YouTube channel. I'm very serious about copyright, and I go over every image that I have. I make sure they're all from copyright-free areas for business use. So you want to go through and make sure that's okay. Same with music. I don't play music because I don't want to take the chance. You know, I have my outro song, and that's about it. So I might be a little paranoid, but you know, I want to be safe. So that's how that goes. So, okay, you got all that, great. So now you need to go through and make a video. You're talking about, say, 15-minute video. Say you get it first take, awesome, good job. 15 minutes. we'll just say 15 minutes. I'm usually pretty good at doing it in the first take, mainly because I stream live a lot and I'm used to not being able to have a do-over. So with that said, you pretty much have 15 minutes going on. So add that. Now you need to go through and do some video editing. If you're recording your sound different, you're gonna have to go through and edit your sound. Let me go through and select another game here. There we go. You're going to need to edit your sound. After you go through and edit your sound, you need to go through, put it in your editing software. Most people use Audacity for sound, and then they'll use something like Sony Vegas Pro for software to do their video editing. So they have that they got to go through and do. That'll probably take, 20 minutes, maybe if you have a template set up, that helps. Until you get the template set up, it's going to take a little longer. Could take half hour to an hour. Big videos, when you have the time and everything, if you were able to put a lot of time into it, you're talking hours and hours of editing work. I don't have that time and I don't have the skills, so I just do bare bones editing. I try to make the sound great, the picture look good, everything runs smooth, and that's pretty much my stuff. If you want to go through and do extra, it looks great. You just need to go through and have the talent for that and the time. So we'll say a half hour. So now we got a half hour for the video editing. Now the video is ready. We're going to save the video. Then we're going to render the video. So a 15-minute video will take about an hour and a half, hour 20 minutes to render on a pretty decent computer. So you got an hour and 20 minutes going through there. After the hour and 20 minutes, you have to upload it to YouTube, probably looking at another hour and 20 minutes. So you can go through and do certain things, like while you're uploading the video, you can do your thumbnail, your search words. So you can overlap some time, but I just want to kind of give you guys an idea of how everything works. So you're looking at a lot of time, even though you don't need to sit there while the video is rendering for an hour and 20 minutes. Guess what? Your computer is going to be running so slow and concentrating on that, you're not going to be able to do too much on your computer unless you have a really, really solid rig. All right, so that's going to take some time. That's all I'm saying. You got to do that every day, maybe twice. 15 minutes is a little bit on the long side. I recommend at least 10-minute videos, under 15 if you can. This one's probably going to be a little longer because the intro has a lot for me to tell you. I want to go through, make sure you have an idea and you're okay with doing this before you watch the rest of the series. All right, so we got that out of the way. Startup gear, you're going to go through and need a nice microphone. For, I know, $130, you can get a Blue Yeti. They're great. That's what I just got. There are some other ones, and I'll go over this in more of a different video. Blue Yeti would go through, probably get you through most of the time you're a YouTuber, unless you go through and blow up. So then you go through, you need a good computer. You need something to record off of. If you're doing mobile gaming, I go through and use my iPad. You could also use an iPhone or Android phone. I don't know Android well. I'm more of an Apple person. So I'm going to go through and be linking a lot of the software I know of personally for Apple, but it won't be too hard to find out what other stuff you can use just to get your screen over onto the computer itself. So, okay, you're good, you're game, you're ready, let's do it. You're ready to make a channel, so what do? First, you need to go through and make a username. With your username, you want to try to make it something catchy, something that has a theme, something that's not overdone. Let's see if we have another match here. We do. You want to go through and try not to have numbers if you can. If you can't help it, you can't help it. Try to go through and make it nice and unique. KEVINSMAK, I put that in. I was great. It was perfect. After I did more research on YouTube, I was like, wow, I got lucky. I picked a good name at the start and I didn't even know. So yeah, you just got to go through and do what you can. Once you go through and get your name, make sure you sign up for everything that you're going to want. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you're going to do on social media. Because once you go through and get around 5,000 subscribers or so, those names are no longer going to be available for you to obtain. Because fans are going to start taking them from you. Or people that don't like you will take them. One or the other. So go through, make sure you do all that. So you get your channel, you're ready to post a video. How do you do the video? You just put it up. Nothing fancy in the beginning, just post your video. Try to make sure you're going for what you like. Don't need to make it 100% professional. YouTube is a learning channel when you're going through and starting out. So what I say is put out your video. After your video is out, hope you get some views. Don't hope for subscribers. It's too early. It doesn't happen overnight. Hope for some views. You get some views, cool. You get a subscriber, amazing. But in the beginning, you're just hoping to get a few views. So you get some views, your video's up. What do? You take that 10-minute video, you sit down and you watch it. If you're bored after 2 minutes, you sit there and watch the whole 10-minute video. When you're done watching that video, you're going to say, wow, I could have done this here. Oh, I hated how I did that. I dislike that. I could have done that. And now what you do is you have fuel for your next video. Go ahead and make another video for the next day or later that day. Now take those tips and apply it to that new video. So now you're going to go through and guess what? You're going to sit down and watch the other video. Kevin, do you watch all your videos? I watch all my regular videos that I edit. Yes, more than once. My live streams, no, because those are hours and those are live, so it happens and it happens. But any video that I put up, I make sure I sit there and watch. So this one's going to go through and be a lot of information, so hopefully this one doesn't bore me here. So next thing to do is get energetic. Every time you're going to go through and do a video, you don't want to be like, okay, so the ice wizard is hitting the other ice wizard. Oh, the bomb went boom. You don't want to be like that. You want to be energetic. Have some energy. Some people do energy drinks. Sometimes I do that to help out. Not recommended, but you can do that. What I also have is I have some weights. I go through, I do like a set of curls real quick before I jump down on the computer. Just a set, just to get your heart pumping, not really to go through and, get you buff or anything, just to kind of get your adrenaline running, I guess you would say. Then go through, sit down, do the video, do your best, be creative. Don't be scared to do something that other people aren't. That's what you want to do. People don't want a clone. They want something new. So if you know something, if you want to do something, do it, everyone's different. So just do that and do you, basically. Do you. A few things not to do is do not do sub for sub. Sub for sub is one of the biggest mistakes you can do. YouTube does not care about subscribers. It may act like it does, but it doesn't. We're going to watch one more, and then I should be able to go through and wrap this up here. Let's go way to the top here. And, all right, we'll watch this one. All right, so sub for sub is bad because they're subbing to you and you're subbing to them. You're not going to watch each other's videos. It's just for the number. That number does not mean anything. You can turn that number off if you're really that concerned about how many subscribers you have. Just turn it off. Who cares? Right now is not the time when you're looking for subscribers. We'll get there in the series. As we go through to other series, I'll tell you, okay, now's the time you need to go through. But first, you got to get your stuff right. You got to get your videos good. You got to get them excited. You got to watch them and be like laughing at your own video. Be like, that was great. How did I do that? That's awesome. I got to do more of that. Stuff like that is what really gets you going. But you got to get your videos right. And views will just come in. Subscribers will just come in. You don't need to reach out to people to get some subscribers. Once you start getting some subscribers, then you may want to go through and let me go through and pick another battle here. That one was way too quick. Wow, they went against each other a lot. And I think I watched that one. All right, we'll watch this one. Okay, so you're just going to put videos up. They're just going to get views, and you're going to enjoy it. People comment. Oh, my goodness, they commented. How did I start my channel? I recorded Clash Royale TV. I did all the ranked matches. I put their names in the subjects and in the search fields. And if you want to do this, go ahead, because I don't do it anymore. But you can use it because it helped me get started. It helped me find a way. I didn't even do commentary. I just played them. That's it. No overlay, no nothing. I got 13 subscribers that way, and I was floored. I'm like, oh my goodness, people are watching my stuff. All of a sudden, the one guy got pretty big. No one knew about him. There was nothing on YouTube about him. 400 views on that video. That was a lot of views for me because I only had 13 subscribers. So that kind of gets you thinking and gets you going. You need that YouTube fire. You need to say, I want to do better, I want to do more, I want to do better, I want to do more, and you need to keep it going. You're going to get hit, you're going to get knocked down. There's going to be times those haters are going to get to you, but you have to go and say, okay, you know what, I did enough for today, let's go through, let it go, tomorrow's another day, start over and go again. And if you can't do that, YouTube's not for you, like I said. So this video is not to make it sound rough and tough, but it is. It's not as easy as people think. So I just want to go through and give you those. What I'm going to be touching on in the near future is, where to go from now once you're watching your own videos, how to go through, what software to get. I'll show you also what stuff to buy if you're looking to purchase stuff. You don't want to shoot for the moon and get the best thing in the world if you're not going to get any views. So it's one of those things, you want to go through and start it, see what happens. If it works, good. If you enjoy it, good. If you're going to have, crazy sad moments because some days you're going to lose subscribers, it's not for you because it's going to happen. Yesterday I lost subscribers and I was, it was in my head all day. Why am I losing subscribers? Why am I losing subscribers? And then I did a little more research and I found out, oh, YouTube just deactivated a bunch of inactive accounts. So does that hurt me? Not really, because those subscribers weren't watching anyway, and subscribers is a fake number. But mentally, it knocks you down because you're like, okay, today I went backwards, so now it's going to take a day or two to get those back. So things like that are going to happen. So guys, there's some information for you. Like I said, I'm going to go through and in the future show you what I told you so far, plus like lighting, camera stuff, what to purchase that's not going to break your wallet, what softwares to use, tricks for social media to go through and get started once you have that base audience. Like I said, you got to get a base audience on your own, and you got to kind of figure out. You want to try to do what other people aren't. Like I always was good with hosting tournaments and parties and things like that. So I was like, I'm going to be a tournament host. That's a good idea. So that's what I did. No one else is really doing that. So that was my original idea. Now a lot of people are doing it, but it's still working for me and I enjoy it. I have a lot of fun with it. So you just have to think of yours. You go ahead and use the Clash Royale TV if you'd like. What I was doing there, if you want to go through and get started, give it a shot. If you're not going to go through and do YouTube and you're just watching this video, I do thanks for your support. If you want me to continue this series, make sure you smack the thumbs up. Sorry, first video is going to be a lot rambling because it's just making sure you're ready for this before you dive into the extra content with all the extra tips and tricks that I'm going to give you that others aren't going to give you because they don't want you to know. So I want to go through and tell you that, guys. I thank you so much for everything. Like I said, we're under 4 months and over 7,000 subscribers. That's amazing. I appreciate everything you guys have done for me. And loyal fans are awesome too. Thank you guys. I will go through the next video. You will be coming. I'm going to replace this one with KEVINSMAK Plays Your Deck just for a few weeks. Give that one a break. And then we're going to come back with season 2 of that. I want to thank you for everything. As always, smack out.